education side of things. And then, we're about to launch an online education platform, which will have a whole bunch of content on it. Research is a big thing. Research is something that our industry has really struggled from in these times and for a long time. There's not enough data around our industry. There's not enough, in many markets, we don't even know the size of our industry. How big are we globally? How do we impact people? So
we thought that it was like just a local scenario, but I can see that it's worldwide, right? Like everyone, it's struggling about numbers all around the world. I think we are miscoordinated all around the world, right?
Totally, we are. There's no doubt about that. I hosted a webinar for World Athletics last night, and we had some amazing presentations. We had McKinsey and the World Federation of Sporting Goods Industry. We had an alliance from Sweden. And one of the polls I put in there are a number of alliances. I said, how many of you on the call have alliances that you're part of? Only 51% of people are part of alliances in their countries. And disappointingly for me, of those, only 46% of people had this intention that their alliances would be ongoing, that they would, once COVID was over, they would continue to collaborate and come together. Yeah. And I know there's a great alliance in Brazil that you were instrumental in forming. So, my urge to the Brazilian people in the industry and in the alliance is stay together beyond the event. If we'd had these alliances when COVID hit, we would be in a much stronger position now because we would have lobbying power.
Of course.
We'd have industry representation. The other thing on the research that we're working on is a thing called, which I sent you the white paper, which you're obviously very welcome to share, is the mass participation ripple effect, which is astounding from a government perspective, from the impact that one person participating and training for a mass participation event has on the health and well-being, potentially goes 200 people deep. And so, the way that I do the analogy is a tennis ball is what we currently measure of typical economic impact. How many inbound tourists, how many room nights, multiply by a number, tens, maybe low hundreds of millions of dollars worth of economic impact. What I believe we're missing is the basketball, the health, well-being, and social impact that we as an industry create. And that's the narrative that we as an industry need to change with governments. We need to tell that story better, but it's very hard to do without research. So we've done the white paper. We're about to embark with some funding still to drop in place on a year study to come up with a comparative measure. So we'll have the tennis ball and the basketball and combine them together to make a real impact.